This is your terminal right now. And this is your terminal in about 10 seconds. One tiny command line tool changes everything you see every time you type ls. Stick around, because by the end of this you'll have it running yourself. Welcome to Little Helpers, the series where we look at small command line tools that make your terminal life easier. Episode 1, LSD, that's LSDeluxe. If you've ever wished the plain old ls command told you more at a glance, this one's for you. Here's the default ls command in a normal project folder. It works, but it's just a wall of plain text. No colors to speak of, no icons. And it's genuinely hard to tell at a glance what's a folder, what's a script, and what's just a text file. For beginners especially, that's not very friendly. You end up reading every name carefully instead of scanning the folder. LSD stands for LSDeluxe, a modern, open-source replacement for ls, written in Rust. It adds color-coded file types, icons for almost everything, and extra context like JIT status, while staying fully compatible with the ls flags you already know. You're not learning a new tool from scratch. You're upgrading a tool you already use every day. Installing LSD only takes one command, whatever your system. On Ubuntu or Debian, it's sudo apt install LSD. On Fedora, sudo dnf install LSD. On Arch, it's right there in the official repositories with pacman. macOS users can grab it with Homebrew, and if you already have Rust installed, cargo install LSD works pretty much anywhere. Once it's installed, you don't need to change any habits, just type LSD instead of ls. Look at the difference. Folders get a folder icon and a distinct color. Executable scripts stand out, and everything is far easier to scan in half a second instead of reading line by line. Every file type gets its own icon and its own color. Images, scripts, config files, archives. You can tell what you're looking at without reading a single file extension. Once your eyes get used to it, scanning a folder becomes almost instant. LSD still supports the classic long format. LSDL gives you permissions, size, and dates, exactly like LSL does, so nothing you already know goes to waste. And with LSD tree, you get a full folder tree view, so you can see your whole project structure at a glance, without opening a file explorer. Here's a personal favorite. Inside a JIT repository, LSD shows you file status right inside the listing. Modified files, new files, ignored files, they're marked automatically, right next to the file name. That means you don't need to run JIT status separately just to see what's changed before you commit. You can customize colors, icons, and default flags in a config file at ~config, lsd, config.yaml. So if you want a different icon theme or color scheme, it's all in one place. And here's a common trick. Add alias ls equals lsd to your shell config file. From that point on, every time you type ls, you actually get LSD. And that's LSD, a small tool with a genuinely big visual upgrade for your terminal. Give it a try, and let me know in the comments what you think. Subscribe for the next Little Helper, where we'll look at another small tool that makes your command line life just a bit easier. See you next time.